Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. If we are going to live on the $800 a month challenge, what changes do I have to make? I hope you stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to the grocery store and I am only buying the essentials. So what is the essentials to somebody who's living on $800 a month? Well, let's go to the grocery store and then I'm going to show you what I bought and I'll show you the reasoning behind these challenges. Alright, so I just got back from the store and I'm going to show you what I bought. So the first thing that I do is I have these bags. This one's called potato bag. This is another potato bag. This is actually a bread bag. These are amazing because they're lined on the inside and it keeps the light out. What did I buy? Well, lots of onions. Lots of potatoes. And I have some carrots. So that is the $800 challenge, is you're not buying a bunch of prepackaged convenience foods. You're buying everyday root crops and things that you can use to make meals with. So we got the carrots. Let me see if I can do this again. Woo! We got the potatoes and we got the onions. This is going to be the staple that we're going to eat this month. So the carrots, I just go ahead, put them in the refrigerator. I could rebag them, but I'm not doing that right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these in the refrigerator and then I'll show you what I am doing to the onions and potatoes. Now I did buy a few other things. I bought spinach. I did buy some sugar. I bought just a few other things that I have back here, which I will show you in a moment. And most of everything that you see here is produce. I did get some oranges. Oranges are another cheap thing for me to be able, or frugal thing, that will save me a lot of money because this is our dessert. So we did get some oranges and now we'll go ahead and put this away and I'm going to repackage my onions and potatoes so they last me a long time. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the onions. Here is my onion bag. I'm simply going to put my onions in my onion bag. Now, I would not be buying this bag now because I am on the very strict budget, but because I already bought it, it's nice to have. So the onions have the black in the inside too. That will keep them from sprouting. And I actually put these in a pantry that is not heated, but yet it doesn't freeze. We'll talk about that in a minute. So we have the onions and the carrots. Now we have to put the other bag of onions away. I don't have onion bags for everything, so I'm gonna have to put these in a regular bag. Now these can last me 6 months, and oftentimes I will hang them on the rafter, and that keeps them so nice. But I was out of them, and these will help make our meals really delicious. Now, as you've seen, there's no meat. We have deer meat, so we are living off of our deer meat. So my husband did get a deer this year and I have a video on that. So it's a little bit different the way we live, and that's how we're able to live on $800 a month. Our monthly expenses, which I just shared with all of you, are extremely low. The worst thing you want to do is keep your potatoes in this. This is a plastic bag that will hold moisture. That's the worst thing you want to do. Do not store your potatoes in the refrigerator. That turns them into starch. The best thing to do is to keep your potatoes somewhere in a dark area that's a very cool area. For me, I just happen to have a very old-fashioned pantry that makes it accessible and easy to do. So what I'm going to do is take all the potatoes and put them in this bag. Potatoes is a big staple in the Pennsylvania Dutch diet. I grew up on potatoes. We had mashed potatoes. We had fried potatoes. We had baked potatoes. We had every kind of potato that you can imagine. And that is what we lived off of, meat and potatoes. Now, I did pickle my garlic, and I have a video on that, but I do have a little bit of home garlic that I had in the garden. So we do have our own garlic. So we don't need any of that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting this into my bag. And now I am stocked up for the month. These bread bags are so nice because they're breathable. And it gets your produce out of the plastic. Now, I started doing a lot of my own baking, so that is saving me a lot of money as well, because I look for bargains, and boy, did I get some bargains that you'll be seeing here coming up real soon. I did get some bargains, which is going to make my baking almost free. And I have no problem with asking the manager, hey, I see this is expired. Can you give me a discount on it? And 9 times out of 10, they do. All right, so we have that bagged all up. The oranges I'll keep in the refrigerator in here, but the rest is going in the out porch. So what I really started doing for a hobby is I love making these. This is rickrack. So what I'm doing is I'm putting rickrack on vintage cloth, and I use these for my canning. I just use these for everything. It's a little bit of a hobby that I started doing, and I love rickrack, and it's really hard to find, but I've been making my own little dishcloths and cloths like this. So I'm going to be working on more of these. It's so much fun. All right, give me a moment to put the oranges away, then I will be working on the sugar. Now, I did buy this gravy for 99 cents in the glass jars. I like the jars as well. So that was my frivolous spend for the grocery haul. So we get sugar, and I have my sugar bowl. Instead of getting 50 pounds of sugar like I would have done in the past, I just get small amounts of sugar because I really don't use a whole lot of it, other than if I'm making jams and jellies, which I absolutely love trying all different recipes. So we're gonna go ahead, put the sugar in this, then we're gonna go out into the out pantry and I'll show you how I organize it. All right, everything's put away in the kitchen. Now I'll meet you in the out pantry and we'll put all of the things that we bought today. Give me 1 minute while I go ahead and organize a few of my jars. All right, this is my pantry. This is my outdoor pantry. It is a separate little building that is connected to our house somewhat, but it's a separate building. And it's very cold in here. Now, in years past, we did not have to put any heat in out here. But because we have negative temperatures, ooh, there's my light. We have negative temperatures, I have to have a little small space heater that keeps it at 40 degrees. So it is 40 degrees right now, right in here. And now we're gonna go ahead and put our potatoes in here. This room is very, very dark normally, but I have the light on for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all my potatoes in the bags and then hang them up like that. I like to keep them off the ground as much as possible. I just think they last longer. I have a pumpkin back from the fall. I'm going to be cooking up really soon. And this pumpkin is fresh because it stays so nice and so cold out here. Behind me is a refrigerator that does not run because it's so cold out here. So this basically is for free food storage. And that's where I'll put my carrots. This is one of my favorite rooms because I just love being out here. It's so much fun to spend time out here and look at my food and do inventories. In this area, you will see this is my grinder. I do have an electric grinder now. I do have a manual one, but the manual one doesn't work the best. And I like this one because it works great to grind my own wheat. Also, I have all of my tinctures and all of my essential oils in here. And then I'll show you what it looks like above me. Okay, so everything is organized. Everything looks really good. I'm very happy with what it looks like. And above me is all of my herbs and my flowers. Now, these were grown last year, and I use these for medicinal purposes. There we have the seeds of garlic. So I never have to buy garlic, really. I do buy it every once in a while, but I don't really have to. Those are the seeds for garlic for in this fall. And everything in here has a purpose. So it looks really good. I am very excited and happy the way this pantry looks. All right, everyone. So there we go. We got it all cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my items away. But I really got into making my own beverages. This here is lemon balm syrup, and it is amazing. It tastes like lemonade. So I'm using old techniques of Dollar Tree bottles and canning my own syrup, which of course I have a video on that. And then I do have my one bread machine out here because I've been using it a lot. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is how I am learning and using only getting things that are needed items for my $800 a month challenge. And as you know, my monthly bills are $600 something. That's including $50 a week for groceries. But so far, we haven't had any expenses come up. But if we do, I'll let you know. Take care. We'll see you guys on the next one. Somebody asked me, why in the world do I use plastic bags? Well, I want to share that with all of you is our stores have a recycling center right when you walk in. You save your plastic bags, you put them back in, and they use that to make park benches in our community here. So we use the plastic bags, we donate them back, they get turned into park benches that help support our community. So for us, we use plastic bags. We don't use the bags of our own reusable bags. We do it this way, it goes back and it gets recycled. So it's a win-win.